Hello, good morning. I'm Strangleborn. Today we're going to talk about Jade City from Fonda, the very first book of the Greenbone saga. You know, I was impressed. I'm not big on Godfather or, any kind of like mafia style stories. It's just not my thing. I can respect that people enjoy them. I know that there are parts of the world where that kind of lifestyle is a real thing. It's just never really resonated with me. I don't really care about gangs or any of that stuff. This was entertaining. It was interesting. I've heard people say something along the lines of it's like fantasy meets Godfather, Sopranos, or something of the sort. You know what I mean? It was a fun read, and it took me a minute because again, that's not part of my culture. So the names, even though I appreciate her naming people in unique ways, a lot like we've been seeing in a lot of the fantasies we've been reading here lately, there's the names correspond with different types of people you're going to be with, and the names are different enough for you to recognize that, hey, this person is always with this person's always with this person. It's just a lovely mechanic that I like to see because it helps me a lot. And I really liked the characters. I can 100% see why this is really high on other people's list. And I plan on reading the rest of the Greenbone saga. This is my first Fonda Lee book. I've not read anything else from her. I really enjoy her writing style. There were some parts of the writing that kind of threw me off. We would be in the middle of a dialogue and then we would kind of step into like a window of the past for like a brief moment. That was a little jarring, but I got used to it. I don't really care about things like that. Don't miss points out on me. I think that's just more like creative writing style, the stylistic writing. So that didn't bother me really. It just took a little getting used to. I can get used to anything if you can make me love your characters. And this story was full of great characters. It's this mountain clan versus the No Peak clan, and you follow most of the people from the No Peak clan. You've got Shay and Hilo and Lan and Andy. It's really cool, man. I like it. You got the bitter old grandpa, and I wanted to punch the grandpa in the neck. I don't know. It was just there's a few bad apples, and just the family. I don't know. I like the family. I know it's all about honor and pride, and it was interesting. It's kind of like my first book in that vein. In that kind of setting. And then you have the introduction of Jade, allowing people to have superhuman abilities. It's a magic system. These warriors, these Greenbone warriors, can utilize Jade, and it gives them, they train and stuff. They go to this academy and they are raised up and prepared to join the clan. They got different schools for different, you got a No Peak clan school and then the Mountain clan school. And man, it's good. I liked it. I don't think it would take much more for me to put it in an S class. It's right on the cusp of an S class book, or like 5-star. It's close. I enjoyed it. Not something that I've had experience with, and so it took me a little longer to read. I would say probably for me, when it comes to fantasy, it takes me about 100 to 150 pages for me to like latch on to characters and understand what's going on. It's a 600-page book. If anybody knows me, you stick a kid in there that's got some troubles and you make me love that kid, I'll follow. Don't touch Andon, man. Leave him alone. I liked Andy. Cool character. Hilo, his relationship with Hilo and Lan and Shay. It's the Mad Witch's son, I don't know. There's so much to unpack from this book. I can't cram it all into one video. The only thing I will say is that I really liked it. It was a fun read. It really put me in that environment. Like I felt like, I don't know, she was descriptive enough where she could explain what was going on, and I could vividly picture it. And like the Jade fights with these warriors, whenever they finish, the rule is if you are a Greenbone and you kill another Greenbone, you are permitted to take their Jade and wear their Jade. You've earned it. You've got these street wars going on where the Greenbones are dying left and right, and people are just taking each other's Jade and rocking it. It's like their version of bling almost, but they wear it and it makes them more powerful. The more Jade you have, the more powerful you are. And these pillars, they have a hierarchy. You got the pillar, which is the leader of the clan, the main Mac Daddy. And they typically usually have a lot of Jade. They have like lantern men and weathermen, and that's kind of like, I think from what I gather, it's more along the lines of like politics and just kind of handling the politicky side of it. Weathermen and luck men, or were they luck bringers or something? And then you have people that are going to be on the streets a lot. You've got your horn, and then the horn has fists, and then the fists have fingers. You know, it's a hierarchy. You've got, I'm assuming your fingers are kind of like your ground level men, your guys that are going to go out and do a lot of the fighting, and then your fists are kind of like your heavier hitter fighters that are going to be in like more serious battles. You got your horn, which is like the biggest fighter of the clan, it seems like. I know Hilo as a horn, he seemed like he wasn't afraid to throw down. So I don't know. I liked it. It was fun. It was a fun read. Well done, Fonda Lee. I will be continuing with this saga. We will return to Shenlun and hang out with our friends from the No Peak clan. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful rest of the day, and we will catch you in the next one. See ya.